What's up with you liberals, you black liberals out there? I don't get you. I don't get you. You look. I know that being black does put us in a certain position in America, and no one's going to take that from you. I understand that there is, discrimination. I'm not stupid enough to believe that there isn't in any way, shape, or form, but you got to admit things have gotten better. You have to admit that it is not the blatant racism that we used to experience. And what burns me up about liberals is that they never want to acknowledge the facts. The facts are that we are moving forward as a country. We are making steps. We are doing things. There are more black people now in the middle class than there's ever been. There are more black millionaires than there has ever fucking been. Now, I know that doesn't help the people on the bottom so much. Some of the shit the people on the bottom are going through is self-inflicted. We have to admit that. You gotta concede something. You gotta keep it fucking real. You can't just keep going around saying that everything that black people deal with is the cause of the white man. The white man did it. The white man did it. The white man did it. It's not all the white man. Some of it is your ass. There are people who do make a living out of trumping up racial divides. You do understand that, right? Race card, race card, race card. If you continue to play the race card, even on issues that don't exist, then what you are doing is you're creating animosity. You're creating more racial division by being racially divisive on every fucking issue. Another thing that burns me up about liberals is you act as if Obama is above, being criticized because he's black. See, that's fucked up because he wanted to be president, and now not everything he's doing is right. And if someone criticizes him, oh my God, it's racial discrimination of the president. This motherfucker's not getting discriminated against more than anybody else having a regular fucking job. You're going to maintain that anyone who criticizes President Obama is a racist, then you just shut down dialogue. You just shut down the dialogue that we should be able to have, and we should be able to have that discussion. We should be able to voice our opinions about an administration or about Benghazi or about the IRS shit or about the NSA shit or, there are some things that he's just been wrong on. There's some things that I do not agree with, and just because I criticize him for it doesn't mean I hate myself. I don't hate myself because I hate some shit he did. He's a strong guy. He should be able to be criticized. We criticized Bush. We should be able to criticize Obama. Bush and Obama are pretty much the same guy. They're pretty much the same guy. Just he can talk. Obama can talk and articulate, and Bush couldn't. But the policies, a lot of the policies are the same. This whole holier than thou thing, we're the oppressed people and we have to struggle. No, we don't have to struggle. And yes, an education is a good thing to have. And yes, some shit you gotta fucking ignore, because if you sit around and just looking for racism all the fucking time, you're always gonna find it. You're always gonna find it. It's like a woman cracking your cell phone and looking for a phone number of a woman. Yeah, she'll probably find one now. If she already has in her mind that you're fucking around, then yeah. Anything she's gonna find what she's looking for. And that's what conservatives are saying about liberals, and I gotta fucking agree to a certain extent. And you have to agree to a certain extent. See, my thing is, you can't be so far left that you can never see the right. You can't be so far left that you can't see the fucking truth. Truth is, not everything is a racial situation. Not everything is a racial issue. Some people suck at their fucking jobs and they deserve to get fired. I said it. Some people's attitudes are just so shitty and so stuck down in the victim or I'm mad or the life is not fair and the people aren't fair and nothing's fair. And your mind is so far stuck into that idea, that ideology, that you cannot move past it. You cannot be productive. You cannot add to conversations. You cannot be a part of the overall discussion on what's going to move this country forward because you're too busy stuck in the 60s. I have a problem with some of the laws and some of the laws about, drugs and the incarceration rate of blacks and these things. I understand that. But you know what? Inside of every young person or every man or woman who's doing some type of illegal shit, they can always choose not to. You can always choose not to do this shit. The 3-strike rule and all this other shit and mandatory sentencing and all these other things that are fucked up. You know what? Oh shit. Stop doing it. Stop fucking selling drugs. Let's not do that shit. Let's realize that the deck is stacked against us and let's not do the shit. That doesn't mean you have to do this shit and then complain that you're getting fucked over by the system. How about not going into the system? How about not fucking everybody without a rubber and making all these kids and getting child support on your ass to begin with? How about the pull-out method? The pull-out. How about not sleeping with every motherfucking strange welfare recipient piece of ass you can get? How about having enough respect for yourself, not sleeping with every dude or every guy who has a track record of being a shitty father? How about not doing that? You know what? There is a level of self-responsibility we must have. When you just shut down the dialogue and say, racism, then you lose credibility. You lose credibility. And no one's listening. They're not listening because they see it and they say, damn, you know, everything can't be racism. You know, I go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac. That shit's horrendous, terrible for your health. That shit kills you. But you went in and brought that fucking Big Mac, didn't you? You went and brought that fucking Big Mac and you ate it and you felt good and you washed it down with a 32-ounce Coke. And now you mad because you're fat. Stop. I mean, I'm just saying, there's a level of self-responsibility we must have. And when liberal blacks seem to like want to deflect all responsibility that we should have for some of our own shit. Some of our own shit is our fault. Some of the problems are our fault. This gang shit, our fault. Oh, we have a part of the fucking blame in the gang killings and shit like that. We do. I made videos about Riley Cooper and Paula Deen saying, nigga, but you know what? Who gives a fuck? I gave a fuck because it was news. I gave a fuck because I talk about current events. But at the end of the fucking day, who really cares what Paula Deen says? Who really cares what Riley Cooper says? Who gives a fuck if some white person said the word nigger one day? Because if there's bigger fish to fry, get to frying the motherfuckers. Let's fry the bigger fish. Let's stop focusing on small shit and got us running around in circles being silly. And that's what liberals are looking like. You're looking like a big group of complaining and crying motherfuckers. And in some cases, it's fucking true. Or you're too busy focusing on isolated incidents. I mean, take the whole Trayvon Martin thing. Yeah, I'm upset about the Trayvon Martin thing, but you know what? That's one issue. That is one issue. And then after this issue goes away, you go back to doing whatever the fuck you were doing. If you're going to fight for the struggle you need to be fighting all the time, not just on one isolated issue, because there's a lot of other shit going on. So we got to keep it real about what our real agenda is. Now, if your agenda is to help, then that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to dedicate your life to, fine. But most of us have other shit we want to do as well. It's not always that people want to deny that there's racism or that there are things that are built into our society that are kind of fucked up. It's just that they don't want to focus on it 24/7. Focus. They don't want to focus on that shit 24/7. Because focusing on that, focusing on what's wrong, takes away from what's good. And that's why I think some of you fucking liberals, black liberals specifically, that's why some of you fucking liberals are idiots. Because you can't see the bigger picture. And you don't want to, because some of you get paid for not seeing the bigger picture. And keeping everybody riled up on some bullshit.